Hey everybody, it's BroncoStevens. How you doing tonight? I like to start out every live taking a sip of something. I'm BroncoStevens. I'm an original singer-songwriter. Gonna play some original songs. We'll see who shows up first, and we'll give it a few minutes. But it's about the storm here, which I like. I like storms. Mixed pot in my family. I'm a dad. I've got 6 kids and a wife, and like a couple of us are terrified of storms. It's like clear out the closet, put on a helmet, all that stuff. And then there's me that wants to sit outside in the midst of it and just watch stuff blow down the street and power surges and all the good stuff. So I don't know. I just like the intensity of the storm. I don't know. It's just me. I'm an intense person, I guess. I'm pretty high strung. My wife will tell you. And I think it's like me. I'm a storm. I don't know. So, hello out there. I'm BroncoStevens. I'm an original singer-songwriter. Glad to have you. If you're not familiar with me, you could be subscribed. Check out the channel. There's a ton of content. I write all my stuff and I perform it. Do live streams pretty much daily. Today I've gotten away with, this will be my second. So things have been a little bit better for me today as far as time. But yeah, I grew up influenced heavily by like classic rock when I was getting into music as a child, and then from there evolved into more like the little pop rock stuff that started happening with like Prince and stuff, Madonna and all the, you know, that age of music. And then from there the grunge stuff started, you know, and well, in between then I guess I got into some punk and some let's say punk and like heavier music, like more metal, and then grunge music, alternative music, and things like that. But and then like jazz and all kinds of stuff along the way. But I've had three different times in my life when I've been really heavily into writing, and the first of that was when I was in my teenage years and early 20s, and I was in a band and we did all original music, and so I wrote all the lyrics for the songs for that and then sang them. And then I took about a 15-year break, and then started writing some songs with one of my buddies on here, Mark Tully, and did that for a couple of years. Then took another big break, and for the last year or so, back into playing very steadily. So doing good. How you doing, Lim Blocks? How you doing tonight? Saying it was about the storm where I am, so it's gonna be I like it. I like storms, so it's gonna be a good evening. But yeah, I'm going to play some music for everybody. These are all songs that I've written over the course of time. Some of them are 30 years old. Some of them are 3 months old. Everything in between. Zachary, how you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. Timber, there you are, buddy. How you doing? Marissa Bowman, Roman. How you doing tonight? Ski, how are you? I like the stream. I hope you're great with the song career. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not like I'm not in a position in my life where it's like make or break. I mean, years ago, I've decided that, you know, I was going to do something besides music. I was going to just, you know, be a dad, and that was my main focus. And that's still my main focus, don't get me wrong. But lately, I found myself kind of dreaming of, you know, what could I do with my music? And so for like the last year or so, I've been just writing songs and playing them, rehearsing them, and I do it live. And so I just come out here, practice my songs, write songs, and I go live and do it. And it's not grown anywhere like big at all, but it's growing, and I like that. And so it's fun to watch. I like numbers. I like to watch things grow. Shooting for 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm like 38 short, so you can all help me out with that tonight if you'll subscribe to the BroncoStevens channel for all original music. And then if you'll like the live, come back. You know, let's hang out, people. So let me play some stuff for you and give you a taste of what I do, and then we can chat more and whatnot. First one I'm gonna do is just more of a fun one for me to play on the guitar. It's called Try Again. Thanks, Lil Box. First you don't succeed, my friends, you gotta try again. But first you don't succeed, my friends, you gotta try again. Oh, life can be ridiculous sometimes, you just gotta keep on going, yeah. First you don't succeed, my friend, try again. try again. Oh, life can be tricky sometimes. You just gotta keep on going, yeah. First you don't succeed, my friend. Try again. Thanks, Limbox. I appreciate it. So that one's try again. And that's just about, not giving up. And that's just me telling me, just keep going, And we all need that sometimes, and a lot of times from ourselves. Which leads me into another song that I want to do for you. This next song is called Silent and Patiently. And it's kind of like a two-part song. I decided that today because it's one of the songs I don't think I'm going to take to the studio. I think it's just going to be something I reserve for live shows, and the reason I do that is I like to kind of improv on it and do it a little bit different each time, based on how I'm feeling and things like that. Trumbull Times, how you doing? Cha. Hudson Hud, how are you? Good to have you. If you haven't liked the live, double tap that screen. If you haven't subscribed to BroncoStevens, help me out. I'm searching for 1,000 subs. I'm like 38 short when I started. So if you'll subscribe, check out my content. I'm an original singer-songwriter. What am I hearing? There's something going on outside. I thought maybe it was the music, but or not the music, the rain coming in. No Jimmy Cracked Corn. No, I'm not gonna do any Jimmy Cracked Corn. All right, let's do another one. But this one's a two-parter, Silent and Patiently. And I say it's a two-parter because the mood of the song changes about halfway through. I remember that day like it was yesterday. Oh, the vision so clear in my mind. It's like someone had painted it there permanently. Oh, the colors they erase and they fall in my mind. Oh, when I was young, my dreams were so big they could float me away. Then why am I still here on the ground today? You gotta ask yourself, oh, but I know the answer. Sometimes I get in my own way. Sometimes I stay too long when I should be moving on. And sometimes I'm happy just not to be hurting right now. But most times I get comfortable, and that's a dangerous thing. 'Cause when you're comfortable, you do the same things day after day after day after day. And you make yourself a slave to it. Most times I'm just waiting, silently, patiently and calmly, and blindly waiting. Silently I'm waiting on the next day on to come. Silently I'm waiting on the next one. Patiently I'm waiting on the next day on to come. Patiently I'm waiting on the next one. What if the next time never comes? What if the last one was the last one? What if the next time never comes? What if the last one was the last one? Oh, was the last one? No. Oh, calmly I am waiting on the next day on to come. Calmly I am waiting on the next one. Hey Mark, how you doing tonight, buddy? That's my good friend Mark Tully. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. He's an amazing singer-songwriter. You should subscribe to Mark Tully, trust me. All right. So what's everybody up to? Anybody else out there a content creator? Anybody out there doing something that we can push here? Give you a this board's always a little bit short. I'm kind of rig this up, tie it around the chair behind me and give it some slack or something. Yeah, Mark, my life's been crazy the last month. My father-in-law's been in the hospital. We've been down there like twice a day, and we're trying to prepare a room for him in our house. So I've been super busy. But I thought about you the other day and how I want to try to get back down there sometime because I love hanging out with you. But it's just been super busy. And it's probably we're just in a season of life where we've got people to take care of. So, all right. We do a song called Sometimes Love Feels Like a Fight. And I wrote this song because my whole life's felt like a fight, honestly. But I was in the middle of an argument with the wife when I wrote this. And it was one of those things where, you know, a younger me would have just made it worse. And I guess I'm getting a little bit more wise through the years. I decided, instead of saying some things I didn't want to say, I was just going to do a timeout, if you will. And I took my guitar, went off, and hiked into the woods a little bit, got the guitar out. It was starting to get dark. And just as I was about to write this song, I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I mean, just everywhere. And but anyway, I started writing the song, and it came together really quick. And then after a few minutes, I was like, I can't do this. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes too much. So I packed up the guitar, went home, and for the next couple of days, after making things good with the wife, I played this song, and kind of came together in 3 parts. And it basically has 3 parts. But it's Sometimes Love Feels Like a Fight. I wouldn't have started if I couldn't finish. But I was much stronger than the pop on spinach. Left us for dead hill the way that I'd want. She called me a bastard, I called her you know what. And that was the end for at least one day. That was the end for at least one day. Now sometimes I've good days and sometimes I'm a mess. But she'll hold me tight, she says I love you no less. She's too much to forgive, easy to forgive. Her life on around us is now how we live. Don't want it to end, God, please more days. What's up, Alice Freeman? Don't want it to end, God, please more days. Sometimes she don't like me, her words sting a bit. She's called me a lot of things, but she never called it quits. They say love has a feeling, and I think they're right. Most times it's amazing, but sometimes love feels like a fight. That was the start of the rest of our lives. And that was the start of the rest of our lives. Kind of a singer-songwriter, Alice, like adult alternative, maybe? Yeah, I'm just more of like a folk rock, alternative. I don't know. You label it how you want to label it. I'm just going to keep making it. That's the thing. There's so many genres of music out there anymore. I don't even know how to categorize myself. Not joking. So, can I play Gary Moore song? I don't know any Gary Moore songs. I don't really know a whole lot of covers at all. I'm just going to play originals to you tonight. If I do a cover, I typically do it as a short release or a video release because it's going to get a copyright thrown on it. And if I do a whole live, I don't want a copyright on it when it's like 99% my material into a few minutes of a cover song, and all of a sudden the copyright, I have to stare at that every time I look at that live. So I try to separate the two entities. So I do have a playlist for cover songs by BroncoStevens. You can subscribe, go to the playlist, find that one, and then you can see that. Hey, Dale, how you doing, buddy? You never messaged me. It's an open invitation. All you gotta do is message me, give me a few things that you want a song about you to contain, and we'll slap the thing together, buddy. We'll do it. All right. Yo, I'm back. Thanks, Limblocks. Good to see you. Alice Freeman. Prefer originals anyway. Awesome. You know, I've been following this girl on TikTok, and then she's on YouTube, I think, also. Her name's Ashley Sophia, and she does all originals, and she's phenomenal. I just got to give her a shout out because I stumbled onto her, and like I haven't been this impressed with a super unknown artist in a long time. I mean, maybe she's more known than I thought or think, but she's building momentum quickly. Her name's Ashley Sophia, and Sophia I think is Sofia. You should all check her out. She's really good. You can check her out on YouTube or TikTok. She's doing daily lives, so that's where I discovered her. So, all right, let's do another one I've been enjoying doing a lot lately. This song's called Addiction. And it's for anybody with any addiction, because there's so many of them, people. The main one I see is cell phone use. I mean, people are addicted to their cell phones. There's people that probably haven't looked up and seen the sky in a year. I'm not even teasing. But that's one of many. There's so many addictions. But when I wrote this one, though, I did have drugs and alcohol and gambling in mind, and I wrote it for my brother-in-law who struggles. So anyway, that's where it came from. This one's called Addiction. Stop, man. Don't you wanna stop? Don't you wanna stop, man? Don't you wanna stop? Don't you wanna stop, man? Don't you wanna stop? Don't you wanna stop, man? Don't you wanna stop? He says no way. It takes my pain. He said it takes my pain. Since if you gotta ask, man, well, you don't understand. You see, if you gotta ask, man, well, you don't understand. And if you gotta ask, you don't understand. And if you gotta ask, man, you don't understand. 'Cause it takes my choice away. I said it takes my pain away too. Yeah, but don't you, man, don't you wanna stop? You see, we all care about you, and we'd like to see that a lot, yeah. I know you do, and I get that a lot, but you see, you're not me, you don't know the problems I got. I said it takes my brain away. I said it takes my choice away too. I said it takes my pain away. All right. So yeah, I've really been having a good time playing that song lately. Put a few stops in it that I wasn't doing before, and I think it gives it a good level of depth that was missing. So. All right, let's do, I've been doing this one lately. It's a fun little number. It's short and sweet. This one's called Time. Let's see what Dale's saying here first, though. I kind of want to stop, but then where's my happiness going to live? Doesn't exist. Yeah, if you're talking about addiction, you got to find happiness within yourself. And you got to put some past things aside and just say, they're gone. Just forgive it. Let God forgive it. I don't know where you fall religiously, but there's too much in this world for us to carry. So I give it to Jesus personally. But everybody's got to find their own way. But happiness, you got to be happy with yourself first. That's true. It is really true. Find a passion. Right now, music's my passion. My family's my passion, but I also have music, so I'm double blessed. But find something you're passionate about other than the addiction. And it's out there. That addiction's just covering up stuff and wasting your time. It is. It's a big time sucker. People that are on phones all the time, sucking their time. People that are shopping all the time, sucking their money and time. People that do drugs suck their money and time. There's so much stuff, but you got to discover it for yourself. You got to come to terms with it yourself. And I'm not one to give advice. I mean, I've made so many mistakes in my 50 years. But I just love people and I want to see them do well. So that's my 2 cents on that. Happiness is a butterfly. Try to catch like lightning. You got to be careful when you catch butterflies because they have scales on their wings. And if you catch them too forcefully, you'll flake off those scales and they won't be able to fly. There's probably a song in there somewhere. All right. Be right back, Limblocks. All right. Ping pong ding dong. Got to spend your time doing something. Yeah. You got to. I find if you set goals or if you do things that build on who you are, develop skills, whether you like to do art, like paintings and stuff, spend your time doing that, or writing, reading, things that just grow you as a person. When you're just sitting there mindlessly giving hours to something that isn't growing you as a person, after a period of time, you'll look back and be like, wow, I wasted a lot of time. So, yeah, I would encourage everybody to find a hobby or a passion, do stuff like that. Anyway, this song's called Time. Everybody's got it, but most of us don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'm talking about time. Everybody's got it, but most of us don't know what to do with it. We trade it away. They will line up to give it away for little in pieces of paper. They were lined up to give it away for a bigger house and a faster car to get to work. Everybody's got it, but most of us don't know what to do with it. Give it all away. Everybody's got it, but most of us don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'm talking about time. They were lined up to give it away for little green pieces of paper. They were lined up to give it away for a bigger house and a faster car to get to work. Get to work, people. Oh, that's how it's set up, to just work your tail off, isn't it, people? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they hang out carrots everywhere. They dangle carrots everywhere. You want this, you want that. Work, work, work. Next thing you know, you've worked your life away. I don't know. You got to find happiness outside of things, too, people. I found that out. You don't want to just chase things all the time. It gets exhausting. And you just, it never ends. The newest, better things always right around the corner. All right. This song here is called For Kristen. I wrote it for my wife, and it was probably the easiest song I ever wrote because I don't even feel like I can take credit for the dang song, because I went out to the garage and there's a couple chords I really like to play, like A minor and C major and things like that. And I was just playing around, and the chords just kind of led into the lyrics. I hit record, and just emotionally, this song came out. I mean, I went back and I listened to it after I recorded it. I was like, dang, that's pretty much ready to go. And I just had to tweak a few lyrics. And then I played it for a long time that way. And then it was time to take it to the studio. And I realized, you know what? I need a bridge. And so a couple days, I didn't really force it. I just let a couple days go by playing it. And then one of those kind of showed up. And then took it to the studio, and it is what it is. So For Christian's available pretty much wherever you stream. It's also available here on YouTube. If you go to my video section, there's two great videos I put together. They're lyric videos. One of them is a stripped-down version with blue lyrics when it's on the screen, and that's missing like electric guitar and drums and things. So it's a more intimate experience with the lyrics and the vocal. It's not as covered up. And then there's the full-on studio rock and roll version of it, drums, electric guitars, all that stuff. And that's gonna have the red lyrics, and that's the most recent video, and that's what was released. And so you can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you stream, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff. But give it a listen. For Christian by BroncoStevens. I'm gonna play you the acoustic version of it now, and yeah, it's from my wife Kristen. All of my life something missing. The puzzle pieces weren't fitting. And all of a sudden there she was, and the winds they cried, Kristen. What do I need to do to get through to you? You're perfect the way that you are. There could only be one of you in my life. You were the star, and you burned bright. You changed my life, and I miss so much love with you. And all of a sudden it was different, a life that wasn't before. Pieces just started fitting, and soon the picture was done. What do I need to do to get through to you? You're perfect the way that you are. I said I know you got things that you're going through, and I do too. But I want you to know you're perfect the way you are. There could only be one of you. You shine like a star. Oh, Kristen, the winds they cry for you. All of my life something missing. This one's for you. Oh, Kristen, they cry for you. All of my life something missing. This one's for you. All of a sudden it was brighter, like the sun was finally around. In the world that is gray and dark, you lit it up like a spark. What do I need to do to get through to me? It's perfect the way that it is. Every day we're right next to each other, and that is as good as it gets. What do I have to do? What do you gotta do? Hold on and put it on myself. What do I have to do? What do you gotta do? Hold on. can I get my own Bronchi? Thank you. Oh, Dale, you're always cracking me up. I don't know. I think I'm the one and only original Bronchi. I don't know. Everybody's unique, but you can find your person. They're there somewhere. Who knows? It's just a thing. I'm sure everybody's got their one out there. So every can has a lid. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Let's see here. That's cool. I'm having a good night tonight, people. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been trying lately, honestly, like emotionally and physically. It's just been a difficult season of life. My dad passed away a couple of years ago, and then not my mom's. Before all this, I had a stroke, so my memory sucks. But so then my dad passed away, and then my wife's mother, is what I was trying to say, passed away, and her dad's been fighting for his life in the hospital in the ICU for like a month, and there was just family stuff going on. There's just a lot going on, people, and so yeah. But this is where I blow it all off, steam, all of it. Just I decompress. I come out here. I get to be creative. I get to do what I enjoy, and just forget about life for a while. Just play music, and all that stuff's not there when I'm playing. But it's nice to get to connect with everybody, share the music. I hope you dig it. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe. Double tap that screen, like the live, let people know we're out here. Do I believe in extraterrestrials? Dale, I do. And I know, like, a lot of people are like, you believe in God and you believe in extraterrestrials? Yeah, well, sure. I mean, if God can make this world in 7 days, what's he been doing since? Probably a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Let's do, we'll do the race. Tired. Do you happen to be an extraterrestrial, Dale? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Of a funnel, others lead in some direction. Be sure where you're heading. There's a light at the end of a tunnel. Water don't stop at the top of a funnel. Others lead in some direction. Be sure where you're heading. Well, I'll run and run and run until the race is done. Some will laugh and joke, it's even make fun, but you know what? They're the ones who need your help probably the most, 'cause they're hurting on the outside, even though they're boast. Tom, there's a light at the end of a tunnel. Water don't stop at the top of a funnel. Others lead in some direction. Be sure where you're heading. There's a light at the end of a tunnel. Water don't stop at the top of a funnel. Others lead in some direction. Be sure where you're heading, my friends. Water don't stop at the top of a funnel, always leading some direction. Be sure where you're heading, there's a light at the end of a tunnel. Water don't stop at the top of a funnel, always leading some direction. Be sure where you're heading, my friends. Mark, yes, there's a light at the end of a tunnel. Amen, brother. And Dale, yeah, well, I'm quite, what do you say? Wait, hold on. Well, yeah, I'm a mix of Acturians, Lydians, Alpha Dracone, and the Greys. No Ananuki in you at all? I'm surprised. All right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Dale. Let's see here. I'm going to do a little, we're going to take a little trip down Alex in Wonderland here. So if you've been watching lately, I've been doing this experimental piece called Alex in Wonderland. Alex is a boy that my kids play with. He's kind of the muse for this scenario. He's a boy that's got a tough life. I mean, what I mean by that is, like, his grandma lives across the street from me. And he's in and out of grandma's house. And that's because his mom is in and out of different boyfriends' homes, or apartments, rather. And so, like, things will be good. She'll be with somebody and some guy. They'll move Alex in, and it'll fall apart. They'll be back at grandma's house until something erupts at grandma's house, and the cops show up, and then I don't know where they're at. So they're bouncing around a lot. And this poor kid, Alex, is kind of between my son's ages. And so they hang out, and we like to include him in whatever we can, just give him a break for the day, take him somewhere fun, pay to go trampoline jumping or stuff like that. So probably need to do it more, honestly, but it's been difficult lately because he disappears every once in a while. It's easier when he's over at grandma's house because he's right across the street. But yeah, it does. It's heartbreaking stuff. It is. But that just goes to show you, everybody's got different crud going on. I mean, everybody. What's bad to some is great to others, and some people, I mean, there's just all levels. Cameron, how you doing? Yeah, I remember you for sure. Good to see you. So yeah, this song, he's the muse. This isn't about him in any way, because it's just about, like, imitating Alice in Wonderland's story, but through a boy named Alex's eyes. And so I don't have established lyrics. I just go off of feel. And I mean, I have some idea of what I'm about to say from playing it previously, but I just let the emotion kind of take it over each time. You got a glass on the table. Are you even able to see it through their eyes? Is it half full in disguise, or is it half empty? You say you think you can't be free, but your own thoughts, they drag you down and they pound you to the ground. 'Cause we all got our struggles, but this one is for Alex. He's had enough, it's been a rough week. He's bounced around from here to there and everywhere in between. And his grandma can be mean, and his mom, sometimes they fight. And his grandma and his mom, sometimes they fight. And he and his grandma, sometimes they fight. Just doesn't seem right. So Alex has enough one day. He packs his bag and he goes for a walk. He heads out to the forest before dark. He finds a tree to lay his head. He finds a hole and he pokes it inside. It goes on and on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. So he goes in down the rabbit hole. And he goes down to the bottom. He sees a rabbit. He says, I got 2 pills, you want them? He says, I don't know, what's that red one do? He says, I can't tell you. He says, how about the blue? He says, I can't tell you. I says, what? Well then give me 1. No wait, give me 2. He's going in and out of his mind all the time. He's gonna get it. Going in and out of his mind. Uphill climb, uphill climb. He is going in and out of his this time he feels good tonight. So Alex goes outside, and it starts to get more dark. The darkest dark he's seen, but just then in between he spots two beady eyes. They're rolling clockwise. His smile's a mile wide. Do you get who I'm talking about? There's a cat, it's fat. And Alex thinks to himself, am I seeing this? Or I just think that I'm seeing this? And he thinks to myself, I must just be seeing this. You know what? He's going out of his mind all the time. He's gonna get it, get it, get it. Going in and out of his mind. Uphill climb, uphill climb. He's going in and out of his mind all the time. He's gonna get it, get it, get it. Going in and out of his mind. He feels fine, he feels good tonight. Fine, he feels good tonight. He's 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 fine, he feels good. All right. Hope Alex meets a kind extraterrestrial whom shares deep truths about our kind. The song itself is just scenes from like Alice in Wonderland, like Alex running and like going down the rabbit hole and having to take the red or blue pill, and then, you know, and I don't know if the red or blue pill was the Matrix or Alice in Wonderland. It doesn't matter, but it's just about his journey, and he takes a pill that makes him just imagine things, and so that's what it's about. All right, but behind it all is Alex, the boy that needs an escape. And sometimes that's just your imagination, people. You don't need a red or blue pill. You don't need pills at all. You just need your imagination. We forget that because so few people have imagination anymore, because we're inundated with technologies that stunt your creativity. They fill your screens with bright colors and sounds and distract you from letting yourself create bright colors and sounds. So be a doer, not a taker of things, you know. Do things, not take in things, is what I'm always telling my kids, you know. Don't just sit there and take in screen time, you know. Do something, go create something, go draw something. My daughters are excellent artists. So yeah, let me boast on them for a second. But yeah, I mean, do things is my advice, and you'll find happiness in it. I'm out of breath because I had a stroke, and I have a condition called exercise-induced HFpEF. It's technical nonsense, but basically, I get out of breath easy. So I'll sum it up for you. Let's do the oldest song I remember writing. It's called "Sweet Thing," and I wrote this probably 30 years ago. Sweet thing, where'd you go? I haven't seen you for a while. I wonder how you're doing. it happen. Make it happen. I know, I'm so old. I'm like one of those old men sitting around telling you all his problems. Because I got them, people. Yo, you want problems? I got them. I had a stroke 5 years ago. I lost my hearing in my left ear. I have a heart condition where I get out of breath if I basically do anything. But I'm still doing this, people. I don't care. I just got to play. So, I keep doing my thing. All right, let's see here what we want to do. I'm probably going to do one more and then wrap it up. Let's do I Am a Soul. Jesus didn't come to save my life, he came to save my soul. Still, Jesus didn't come to save my life, he came to save my soul. Jesus didn't come to save your life either, no, he came to save your soul. Jesus didn't come to save our lives, he came to save your soul. And I made soul in a body, not the other way around. I'm a soul inside a body, till this body is in the ground. I am a soul in a body, not the other way around. I'm a soul inside a body, till this body's in the ground. Wake up, it's coming in the middle of the night, and I hope you get it right. You only have the time of your entire life. They told you on Sunday, they told you in the street, they told you about rental people that you meet. They told you everywhere, on TV, the radio. They told you on YouTube, on the BroncoStevens show. In the end, there's not one line, my friends, there's gonna be two. One leads to heaven, and the gates they're only letting a few through. The other one's along its line, and it leads to death. A fiery lake, don't wanna go take a swim. Zombie on the outside, zombie knocking. 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 Knock, 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 knocking on his door. Knock, 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 knocking on his door. He's the King of Kings, the great I am. He's in me now, do you understand? King of Kings, the great I am. Hear me now, do you understand? He's the King of Kings, the great I am. Hear me now, do you understand? King of Kings, the great I am. Hear me now, do you understand? I am man, but man, I am a soul in a body, not the other way around. I'm a soul inside a body, till this body is in the ground. I am a soul in a body, not the other way around. I'm a soul inside a body, till this body's in the ground. I am a soul. All right. You're just in time for the end. Thanks, Mark, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Limb blocks. Yeah, you caught me on my finale here. So, hey, thank you to each and every single awesome person that tuned in tonight, people that hung out. Dale, good to see you again, buddy. Timber, always great to see you. My great buddy, Mark Tully. It's great. I love hanging with you all. So please come back and do it again and invite your friends. And if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You could be doing anything, I know that. And there's a million options. So the fact that you stopped, paused, watched, liked, subscribed, all that good stuff means the world to me. I appreciate it. Help me chase down 1,000 subscribers so I can make this thing a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, people. Have a good night, and I will see you again soon.